Procrastination is one of the most annoying habits, and it better be stopped as soon as possible. You gotta understand that with always being in the way, you cannot get things done as effectively as you would want to. I know you really wanna get out of this route and finally get some things done, but you still can't get yourself to do it, and you waste hour after hour. But today, we're going to change that. So the way I interpret it is that you just want to do the things that give you the most fun, dopamine, and entertainment. That sometimes activities like studying and working aren't attractive enough compared to playing video games and consuming content on social media apps. Let's visualize this. Every activity gets a rating on how entertaining and easy it is to do. So let's say you know you need to study, but there are stuff way less boring, so you probably want to do those on the top. So how can you get yourself to finally study? Make sure it is on the top, above everything else, and you'll be doing it. Well, okay, but how do you do that? So the answer is that you need to cut out everything that is above studying. That means deleting that social media app or game, not only quitting the app temporarily, thinking you will be able not to go back. Just delete it from your life. Anything that distracts you. It might be an unhealthy friendship or relationship, although you will obviously need to keep fun things in your life. It mostly applies to when once you get home and you're alone getting distracted on the internet. Getting back, those apps are designed to control you easily, so it's difficult if you leave it undeleted. If you really cannot delete those distractions, it's also a possibility to leave it on your phone, but make sure that the exact moment you go up, remind yourself not to stay there for hours. Only decreasing the time spent on those apps is also a really good solution, but you will need to be really strong in order to keep control over this powerful force. Obviously, if you're just getting started, you cannot have super high expectations from yourself. Slowly building good habits will lead to success one day. But if you want to go all in, I'd recommend getting rid of everything that's not contributing to your improvement. You gotta understand that with quitting, it's not the end of the world. And you might think, why are my friends gonna say that I don't post stories anymore or don't play with them anymore? But those things doesn't matter. Real friends won't care about it, and your relationships are gonna get healthier just because you will personally be healthier. And liking each other's pictures and whatever doesn't help as much as a personality of real life freedom, avoiding distractions. You must understand that without distractions, you can finally go towards that goal and it'll be visible on you from the outside. If you can really push things at home, your whole aura is gonna get more attractive and shinier, and people are gonna notice this. So below studying, here are things like housework or just not doing anything or anything that's really boring for you. Now that it's on the top, you'll be wanting to do that. It sounds too simple, I know, but it works for sure. It's easier and shorter than it seems. Sometimes there is something you know you must get done, but it seems so long and you think you'll never finish. It is so painful to actually work, right? You must understand that it's really hard to get started, but it gets easier as you progress. It's a necessary step between you and getting the job done. But in many cases, it takes way less time and effort than you first thought. The fear of doing something that's not entertaining enough makes the picture of the job actually worse in your head than it really is. While if you just got started, you would have gotten further already. You might be sitting there thinking there's so much to do and you waste 2 hours not doing anything, but if you spend those 2 hours completing only half of the tasks, it would be obviously better than if you didn't do anything. It is sadly true, but until you don't get started, it won't be finished. Just sit down and likely after a couple minutes you'll be deep into your work. If not, you gotta push through, but it is what it is. So if you face a task that takes a long time to do, the best way to do it is to get started as soon as possible. Just think about it as it doesn't take long, and it won't take long. Maybe you can list out the stuff you wanna get done, and after having completed a few, it will feel much better. Or just calculate how long the tasks really are, and you're gonna realize it takes less time than you initially thought. I understand. Sometimes it's difficult. It truly is, but there are no other options if you want to get better. Just visualize yourself being after you've finished. You'll be so proud. The feeling of getting it done will actually mean so much more than actually getting the job done. You will finally have this challenge overcome that felt like an eternity to do. You might have wasted the previous days worrying about it, but now you gotta realize it was possible. And you're gonna be sitting there thinking, oh, I actually done that. And this is gonna convert into motivation for the next time when you sit down to do a hard task like that. And eventually, after the 10th or 20th time you're gonna do something difficult, it will feel like nothing. And there you go. You created the first step of this habit. It might be difficult now, but a couple more days and it will be automatic. So if you enjoyed the video, you can support me with some criticism in the comments or by liking the video. Hope you're having a productive day. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.